Thank you for joining us. We are here visiting the immense state of Alaska, a land of superlatives and adventure consisting of 5 distinct regions: the Inside Passage, the South Central and Interior regions, and the far north and southwest. Alaska's landscape has an outstanding number of parks and public lands that offer outdoor adventures at just about every single turn. In addition, there's a broad range of cities, towns and communities that all have unique activities, cultures and attractions. We will meet some of the directors and vice presidents of state and local tourism boards and resorts who will tell us more about the spectacular state of Alaska following these messages.
Tell me everything that's happening.
The horse is old Jenkinson. That's Bacon. He never puts sunscreen on.
Never?
'Cause it's Bacon. That is a girl that is friends with the flamingo.
And what's this?
That's you, Mommy.
When a child can create on a canvas as big as their imagination, that's the way it should be. The HP TouchSmart 520T, only from HP, the world's #1 PC maker.
The air I breathe comes straight from heaven. I can see the sky, and the water, and the animals, and be at peace. Out here, there's nothing to be renovated or gentrified. When you're standing on the bow of the ship, as it glides through the Arctic water, with that bracing sea air filling your lungs, you'll understand why we don't want to change anything. It's already perfect. I've lived here my whole life. I know this place like the back of my hand. When you hike up Sawtooth Mountain with me, you'll have an experienced guide with you every step of the way. So wherever your adventure takes you, whether it's mushing a dog sled team across Mendenhall Glacier, gliding through the trees in a zip line, soaring over the misty fjords in a float plane, or spying humpbacked whales from a catamaran, you'll experience Alaska the right way. This place is different from the rest. There's a freedom here that's awe-inspiring. When you visit, you need the freedom to experience it on your terms. And that's what freestyle cruising is all about. It takes a special kind of person to live here. It also takes a special kind of person to visit.
We experienced many of the breathtaking destinations in addition to the interviews during our study tour of the West Coast and Alaska. And even though we visited during the summer, we were able to have a moment of fun in the snow also. Alaska certainly is a land of outstanding people, natural wonders and beauty. With us now is Ron Wolfson, and we're at the tap system pipeline just outside actually, Fairbanks, Alaska. It's a pleasure to have you with us, sir.
Thank you very much.
Please tell us the significance and importance of this pipeline.
Well, it certainly helps the domestic production of oil for the United States and keeps us from total dependence on foreign oil. It's been dropping, the capacity of the pipeline has been dropping over the last few years because of the lower amounts of oil in the reservoirs up at Prudhoe Bay underground.
This is most interesting, Ron. Please tell us how this pipeline was constructed and what the significance of it is from an engineering point of view.
The oil pipeline was constructed to help mitigate the Arab oil embargo of the 70s and bring domestic production of oil to the United States. It was constructed with a no-strike clause during the Nixon administration, and it's 800 miles long, bringing oil from the oil fields of Prudhoe Bay to Valdez, Alaska.
Ron, please kindly tell us how this works from an engineering point of view.
The vertical supports here are to stabilize the pipeline sections that are above ground. They're full of ammonia, which boils at approximately room temperature, draws the heat out of the pipe where it goes up to these aluminum radiators, and the heat is dumped to the atmosphere. Then the ammonia condenses and returns to the pipe and continues to draw the heat out of the ground so the pipeline remains stable in this discontinuous permafrost. On the sides of the pipe you see these bumpers, which are designed to absorb the shock in the event the pipe has to move, like as it has during some of the earthquakes and ground shifting in Alaska since its construction. And this protects the pipe and protects the uprights from being damaged during the movements.
Ron, this is absolutely fascinating. Please tell us about the retired pig and what pigs are in this business altogether.
Well, the crude oil contains a certain amount of paraffin waxes and other impurities that will deposit themselves on the inside of the pipe. The pig is injected into the pipe and it spins as it goes through the pipe and cleans all the deposit off the insides of the pipe so that the oil can flow smoothly, and it's also to help prevent corrosion from occurring inside the pipeline. This is a representation of the state of Alaska and the route of the pipeline as it passes from Prudhoe Bay down to the port of Valdez. And it's been cut out of a section of the actual pipeline itself and then mounted inside a piece of the pipeline, so it gives you an idea of the diameter.
And where are we now in relation to this map?
We're approximately right here, just north of Fairbanks.
We are now on the campus of the University of Alaska Fairbanks. Ron, tell us of the significance and what is unique about this university.
It's a university that specializes in studying the circumpolar areas of the United States, Alaska, and the Northern Hemisphere. Behind me is the Geophysical Institute, which studies from the center of the Earth to the center of the Sun. It's an international cooperation, and a lot of other nations have sent delegates and do a lot of research here as well. The university also has its own rocket range, and they send a lot of instrumentation satellites and packages up into the upper atmosphere to study the aurora borealis and other phenomena of the ionosphere and upper atmosphere.
Ron, this is an absolutely beautiful day we are witnessing here in Fairbanks, and I'm really very impressed with the view and the climate and everything. But here at the university, tell us what else is outstanding about this university.
Well, the university was originally the Alaska School of Agriculture and Mines. There's still a working agriculture facility here at the university. The School of Mines is still active, and a lot of students come from around the world here to study petroleum engineering. Because of the oil industry here in Alaska, we have a lot of specialized classes and education, especially for students coming from India and China as they develop their energy sources for the 21st century.
Ron, this has been most interesting, and I really appreciate you spending time with us and showing us around Fairbanks. A great pleasure. Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome.